Hello, if you're looking for recipes that are low in sugar and carbohydrates and the more healthy alternative without sacrificing your sweet tooth, then I made these guilt-free chocolate chip cookie bars, or they are made with monk fruit, swerve, zero-calorie sugar substitute, and you can make it with coconut flour or almond flour. The one that I used is gluten-free baking flour, but you can actually mix it up in regards to the flour. The healthier option would be the coconut flour or almond flour. You can even mix them and use a mixture of both of those. But either way, this is a the healthier alternative, and it came out really great. I'm gonna start doing more recipes like this because I myself am looking to eat healthier, to keep my sugar low, my carbohydrates low, and I usually, if I eat something with sugar, I pay for it for like a week. It takes me like a week to get off the pounds that I put on just from one day of eating sugar. So when I ate these, I actually gained no weight, no weight that I had to stress to try to get off because I ate, something sweet. So I just wanted to share this recipe because if you struggle with that, like I do, this is a great alternative, and it satisfies the craving, right, that we get sometimes to indulge in the sweetness without the added weight gain. Okay, and so this is a guilt-free chocolate chip cookie bar recipe that I just made this over the weekend. It came out awesome, and again, I gained no weight at all from eating it. And so here we go. Ingredients: 1 cup or 2 sticks of plant butter softened, and the one that I used was Earth Balance. Okay, the brand name I used was called Earth Balance. I used 2 sticks of plant butter. Half a cup of cold pressed coconut oil, and so this I substituted in normal recipes. They call for vegetable shortening, right? So I substituted it for the healthier version of that, and which is a cold pressed coconut oil. So a half a cup of cold pressed coconut oil, extremely healthy for you. Also has a lot of health benefits, especially when compared to vegetable shortening, right? A half a cup of Swerve sugar-free sweetener or whole earth monk fruit sweetener. My favorite between the two, I will have to say I like whole earth monk fruit sweetener. It's a mixture with monk fruit and stevia. It's my preference over Swerve. For this recipe, though, I did use Swerve instead of the whole earth monk fruit. Both came out great. My particular preference is the whole earth, but they're both good. Next is 1/2 cup of Swerve brown sugar-free sweetener. 2 large eggs. 1 tablespoon of vanilla extract. 3 cups of gluten-free baking flour, or you can use almond flour or coconut flour or a mixture of both. 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Half a teaspoon of salt. 2 cups of chocolate, no sugar added chips. So this is the one that I use. You can see per serving has 1 gram, right? No sugar added, milk chocolate baking chips. This is the one that I use. You can use whichever ones that have no sugar added. You can check the back to make sure that it has that it's low in carbohydrates as well. But this is the one that I use. No sugar added. I didn't choose the semi-sweet. The semi-sweet, actually, when I looked at the contents, it had more carbohydrates than this one. And so this is the one that I used. 1 cup of chopped nuts. This is optional. I did put nuts in mine though. 1 cup of chopped nuts of your choice. I use walnuts. Instructions. Next, you're gonna preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit, 175 degrees Celsius. Grease a 9 by 13 inch baking pan. And I will say I greased mine with coconut oil. I didn't use regular oil or vegetable oil. I greased mine with coconut oil. It came out perfect. I also used a round pan for the one that I did over the weekend, but traditionally you would use a square pan. But coconut oil, that's what I greased mine with. Next, we're gonna cream the butter and the sugars together. This is the ingredients of all the wet that I have prior to putting in the chocolate chips, but this has the brown sugar, the white sugar, it has the plant butter, the vanilla, and the egg. And you're gonna mix all that together until it becomes creamy. So cream the butter and the sugar. Okay, there I am using the mixer to mix together all the ingredients. So in a large mixing bowl, cream together the softened butter, the granulated sugar, the brown sugar, and the eggs and the vanilla until the batter becomes light and fluffy. And as I already said, you'll add the eggs and the vanilla to the wet mixture, and you just keep mixing it all together until the batter becomes light and fluffy, like you see in the picture. And so while you're adding the eggs to the mixture, I find it mixes better if you add the eggs one at a time, beating well after each one that you add. And as I said before, you'll stir in the vanilla extract to the wet mixture, and you mix well until it all becomes a creamy, fluffy batter mixture. Okay, now it's time to combine all the dry ingredients together in a separate bowl. In a separate bowl, whisk together the flour, the baking soda, and the salt. So gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients, mixing until they are combined. Fold in the chocolate chips and nuts. So gently fold in the chocolate chips and the nuts if you're going to put nuts in it, and mix it until it's evenly distributed throughout the dough. Next, you're gonna press the cookie dough into a pan. Like I said, for mine I used a round one, but generally you would use a square one for the bars. I still cut bars out of it, just not particularly from a square pan. Either way, I use a round one. Like you hear, this is actually the cookie dough that I made, right? This is the actual picture of it. And so there you go. So you press the cookie dough into the pan. As I said, you press the cookie dough evenly into the prepared baking pan. Next, we're going to put it in the oven to bake. So bake in the preheated oven for 25 to 30 minutes, or until the edges are golden brown and a toothpick inserted into the center comes out with moist crumbs. No wet batter. Once they're done baking, you'll take them out of the oven and you're gonna let them cool before you cut them. Okay, as I just said, you're gonna allow the cookie bars to cool completely in the pan before cutting them into squares or bars. Okay, so there's the complete recipe for guilt-free chocolate chip cookie bars. I also wanted to add some fun facts about chocolate chip cookies to the video. So here are some fun facts about chocolate chip cookies. So chocolate chip cookies was an invention by accident. The chocolate chip cookie was invented by Ruth Wakefield in the 1930s. She was trying to make chocolate cookies and mistakenly added chopped chocolate to the dough, expecting it to melt. The result, however, was the first chocolate chip cookie. Nestle Toll House. Ruth Wakefield's creation became so popular that she struck a deal with Nestle. And in exchange for a lifetime supply of chocolate, Nestle received the rights to print her recipe on their chocolate packaging. This is why when you look at a Nestle Toll House package, this is why we often see the Nestle Toll House chocolate chip cookie recipe printed on the back. Originally, it came from Ruth, who Nestle bought the rights to and promised her a lifetime of chocolate in return. We also have a National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day. The National Chocolate Chip Cookie Day is celebrated on August 4th in the United States. It is a day that is dedicated to enjoying and celebrating the classic chocolate chip cookie. The next fun fact is the largest cookie. The largest chocolate chip cookie ever made weighed over 40,000 pounds. It was created in 2003 by the Immaculate Baking Company in Flat Rock, North Carolina. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe, and may the good Lord keep you and bless you always. Amen. Okay, God bless and have a great week in Jesus' mighty precious name.